Hi everyone, Christina here. Today I wanted to show you some of my favorite pens of the moment and also what I've received from jetpens.com recently. They are kind enough to give me a credit each month and I get to try out some different things. Well, this month I wasn't trying anything new. I wanted to buy things that I absolutely love and show you guys why I love them. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the Jetstream line from Uni or Uniball. The Jetstream line is fantastic. It's been around for a while, over a decade. So every Jetstream pen that I've ever tried, if I ever let anyone borrow it or, you know, they're at my house and, hey, can I borrow a pen? And I let them use it. Everyone always starts to write with it and then they stop and hold it up and look at it and go, what pen is this? Because it's so smooth. It writes so smooth and just consistent, and I've never had any problems with Jetstream pens. In fact, jetpens.com, they offer a lot of refills for a lot of different pens, but the only pens that I've really had to buy refills for over and over again are my Jetstream pens, and that's because I use them so often. So this is one of their multicolor pens, and it actually has a pencil also. It has 4 different colors that come preloaded in the pen. So you've got black, blue, green, and red. And then if you press down the actual clip part, you get a mechanical pencil. So you can get the multi-pens in various weights or thicknesses for your pens. This happens to be a 0.5. I believe they also sell a 0.7 at jetpens.com. So these are the refill packages, and I actually got a few to refill another one of my multi-pens. I have 2 of these. I have one in blue and one in black as well. So I just got a couple different weights to try out. I'm going to do the 0.7 and the 1. Oh, these are kind of glossy. Sorry guys, I'll hold them up. I'm going to do the 0.7 and the 1 just to see what I like best. I sort of think, well, if you're a pen fanatic like I am, you use different weights of pens for different things. So if I'm going to be writing in a really small space, I might use something more thin. If I'm doing something where I'm going to be writing a little bit larger, or I want to make sure that that line is really substantial, I might use a thicker pen. So that is the Jetstream. I love these. They actually have some other variations where it's a multi-pen, but it only has 3 colors and no pencil. I really love what is to me the original Jetstream pen, and it's just a regular pen with a cap. Really great pens. I really recommend the Jetstream line. Can't get enough of them. They've been a favorite of mine for over a decade. Absolutely love them. Alright, here is some writing from this Jetstream. Once again, these are 0.5. So I'm going to extend that pencil. Multicolor pen plus pencil. This has a cushion grip on the end, and it's really comfortable, especially considering it's a large barreled pen. It's actually really nice. Okay, so I'm going to do black. It just flows so easily. I find that I don't use the green quite as much. I mostly use the other colors. Okay, so that's what the Jetstream pen looks like. The heavier weight ones I feel flow even more, glide smoothly across your paper, but the 0.5 is also really great. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys is this pen from Lamy. And this is actually, I have a few of these, but this is a limited edition color. This is the Safari Neon Lime. So I'm going to open this up. I can never get these open without chipping my nail polish, so I'll open it like that. These are such fun pens. I've actually done a video on one of these in the past, so I'll go ahead and link that up in the top corner. They're just fantastic pens, especially if you want to try out a fountain pen and are new to it, and you just want to dip your feet into the waters of fountain pens. So I thought I would just show you this. there are a lot of people out there who actually collect these pens. They get them in all the different colors, and they have a really large collection. So they come with an ink cartridge, and they have this little cardboard piece in there to prevent the ink cartridge from actually puncturing the mechanism and releasing the ink. So it's totally safe when they ship it, but when you're ready to start using your pen, you would go ahead and put this in and push it until you feel like a pop, and that means that it's broken that seal up there and the ink is flowing into the fountain pen. I'm actually going to skip this because I'm going to show you guys how to use a different type of ink. I'm using this little tiny bottle of red ink. It's I think this is a magenta-ish color, and these are Pilot inks. They're absolutely fantastic. I actually have a bigger bottle. In fact, let me go grab it. Okay, so here's what the big, huge bottle looks like. And just recently, over the past 6 months or so, they started selling these smaller bottles at JetPens. And it's a great way to try out a lot of different colors without having to invest in a big, huge bottle of ink. So I think it's really smart, especially if you're just starting out, to try one of the smaller bottles of ink. And then if you absolutely love a color, then you can buy the larger bottle of it. So I got a black because I wanted to try their black. The original one I bought was this blue. Then I tried the black, absolutely love it. And I'm going to try this red. So I thought I would show you how you can use the Lamy converter cartridge and get some of this ink in the pen. So there's a couple of different ways you can use this converter. I want to show you guys first how it works, and then I'll show you how I'm going to put the ink into it. Okay, so it sort of has this little tip that you turn, and this plunger, I don't even know what it's called, the technical term, I think it's kind of like a plunger, goes up and down like that. So what you would do is extend that out, and then as it touches the ink surface, you twist the red end, and it pulls all that ink into the cartridge. So I've done it in the past where I just dip this directly into the bottle. It can be a little bit messy. So I've also seen people do it while it's in the pen. And that also is a little bit faster because the ink is already to the very tip of the pen and you don't have to wait for it to flow down there. So I'm going to try that today. So I'm just going to press that in, make sure it's really tight. In fact, let me tell you guys, there's this kind of, these two little plastic nubs on it right there. And on the pen, there's two, oh, that neon's hard to see. There's two little spots where you can put that in. So if you line that up, and then it just snaps into place and it goes into the right spot. All right, I've got the red ink that I'm going to be using. It's kind of like this pinkish red. It's going to be really pretty, I think. Okay, so I'm just dipping that pen in until the tip of the pen is all the way into the bottle, and then I'm going to start turning this red piece. So I'm going to make sure that's all the way down. Okay, and then I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to start turning. Sorry, it's hard to see, guys. Okay, looks like I didn't have it all the way in at one point. But you can see that ink is in there now. So you know what, I think this was actually more messy than my original method that I used to use. Just so y'all know. For one thing, you don't get the pen all covered in ink, and I find that I don't get myself covered in ink either. So with this, you still have to clean up the pen after, which I think is kind of messy. So I think I would recommend, I'm going to keep filling mine the other way that I have in the past, where I actually put the converter into the ink bottle instead of through the pen. But anyway, learning experience. And I'm glad I put that towel down so that it would save my work surface. Okay, so the ink's in there, you can see it. Now I can put the body back on, and I'll be able to watch that ink level in the window on the pen. So you can see that it's gonna, there we go, now I can see a little bit through it. You can see my finger pass through. I wasn't able to get that ink in there because I started getting a little messy. Okay, so that was the pen. I'm gonna zoom out. I just have some scratch paper here. Ooh, that color is really pretty. Looks like it had just a little bit of blue in it at the very beginning. It's like a really pretty magenta, almost a purple. super pretty. I really like it. That's a really fun color. It's unusual. I don't know if I'm going to put this, you know, out for general use, but I'm going to use it around my office, and I think it's a really fun color. Okay, so those are the products that I received from JetPen. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will be back tomorrow for another card video, and thank you so much for watching. On screen right now are some other videos where I showed some products that I received from JetPens.com. If you want to check out any of those videos, go ahead and click on them on screen right now. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.